Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer. I'm just putting together a video. I was like, what am I going to talk about today? And then I thought, you know what? Here's an innovative idea. How about I actually talk about the game for once? So let's do that. It's a game of domination. I'm playing with all subscribers I met over Facebook. I put out the word over there sometimes. I'll throw a link in the description to play with subs. And here I go. Fire, and it looks like I stole his kill. I'm sure he got an assist on that. And then coming up soon is an interesting decision point. So let's take a look at what we have here. Check this guy out. Do you even see him? Take a look. There he is. This is an unfair matchup. Between the two of us, one of us is controlling the engagement, and it is not me. So I spot that things are going wrong, and I decide to get the heck out of there. In Halo, this is really common, right? All the Halo guys know that, if you're losing a gunfight, evading is key. You can sort of tell if you're ahead or behind. In Call of Duty, things happen a whole lot faster, but that evading concept is still totally possible. So here I am looking for more people to kill. Coming up here is one of my favorite spots to set up on this map. If we have BC and they have this alpha spawn, they present themselves as really vulnerable here for a while. And I think coming up here is another gunfight where, I decide to retreat. Yeah, right here. See, it wasn't going my way. But in Call of Duty, if things aren't going your way, at least in Black Ops with no stopping power, if things aren't going your way because of the recoil, because of the lack of stopping power, you can still get out of there. Right? You're not without hope, and that's pretty cool. Now, I've discovered that I can get a pretty good game, or at least a pretty good score pretty often if I play as carefully as I do here. The trouble is, I'm a YouTube commentator and people don't always like these carefully played games, but I thought I'd put one up and show you what happens when you do play like this. So here's a good example coming up. I can see one of my teammates got an SR-71, and one option would have been to sprint into that building and go after him. The other option would have been to go prone and let him come to me. So I take that other one because I'm trying to get my chopper gunner here in this game. So that's what I do. Now I noticed I got a couple napalm kills here on the replay, but in game I had completely forgotten about those napalm kills, and I thought I was closer to the chopper gunner than I really was. I'm taking some shots across the map. Now normally it's a bad idea to take shots across the map unless you really know you're going to get that kill. But with the silenced weapon, that rule kind of changes a bit. With a silenced weapon, if you think there's a good shot that you'll get the kill, even 40% chance, then you might as well go for it because you're not giving away your position in the same way that you would with any other weapon. So again, I'm looking at the UAV and I know that this guy's coming, and I spot him in the window instead of the door where I expected him, and it works out fine. I don't know. I guess you could say I'm camping here, but we had 2 or 3 flags. Running into their spawn and messing things up would have probably just stopped me from getting there to the kill streak. Now the reason I kept looking at the scoreboard there is I was like, I didn't understand. I knew I was running hardline. Why don't I have my chopper gunner yet? But now in retrospect, it's obvious that it's because some of those kills were from napalm. Like, duh. So anyway, here I call on my chopper gunner. I'll speed up the footage, but I will just give my standard advice, which is be sure to target the guys who are standing still. Target the guys who have recently spawned. Those are the ones who are going after your chopper gunner. I got a little lucky here in that I did some work on this chopper gunner. But the guys who are standing still, the guys who are just spawned, those are the guys you want to be looking after. Because I'm low on ammo here, I spend the next bit of time sort of running around looking for a single guy that I can kill and then pick his weapon up off the ground. But it doesn't take too long before I find, I think Frank actually, the Frank the tank who's with me, kills a guy, and I pick his weapon up off the ground. Here it is, it's coming up. We see this guy coming around, lay on the ground, and grab his sniper rifle. I spend a little time looking around, but check out what happens here. I don't even get a hit marker on this guy, so I'm going to put it in slow-mo. There he is, right on target. Pull the trigger right in his belly like that, and I didn't even get a hit. It's like he didn't even notice. Is that I don't snipe very often, and I was wondering if that was the thing that happens when you first scope in and the bullet doesn't go where it's supposed to. If so, that's pretty rough. But then I take out this guy and get my snipe on. But yeah, that was directly on target. Right before you can see it kicks up. It was right sort of in his sternum area, and I didn't even get a hit marker, let alone a kill. So yeah, what are you gonna do? Snipers are hard to use. So that's about the end of the game. I didn't get a lot of flag caps, I know that, but look at the score. It's 197 to 34. How many flag caps was I supposed to get? And there it is. If you play carefully, if you move around, if you get out of the gunfights that you're losing, then you can get games like this where the KD goes nicely and the win is secured. So I hope that you enjoyed the video.